is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
You've got it locked and loaded to the Sunday, August 16th edition of the Press Box. Yours truly, Naughty in your company, right up until 1 p.m. And don't forget, we are being brought to you by The Island Game, KFC Nassau, Green Parrot, and Harborside Marine. Another Sunday edition of the Press Box, another Sunday. Happy Sunday to you guys. Like I said, I'll be joined in short order by Earl the Pearl. I know Mega will be zooming in. We may have a Stout Boy Saturday. Stout Boy was, doing the Big Velvety Boys last night because all of them getting ready to go off to college. So I don't know if Stout Boy will be in today. He might be on IR or he might make it, in the second half. We'll see. Definitely in the bullpen today, though, for sure. But when to chime in, if you want to be part of the show, here's how. It's real easy. All you got to do is hit us up on our BTC text lines. Text lines powered by BTC 422GR96. That's 422-4796. Phone lines open in New Providence, 323-6232, 325-4259, 325-4316. Toll free in any one of the family islands, 242-300-5720, 242-300-5720. Stream us live, take us wherever you want to go, GuardianTalkRadio.com. That's GuardianTalkRadio.com. And that's how you get it in. That's how you get it on. For fresh news, smart talk all day, right here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. And we do have lots of sports to talk about. Obviously, we're going to start it off locally. And then we'll go international. And we'll definitely be talking Major League Baseball, NBA, and NFL today. A lot of NFL preseason games yesterday and over the weekend. So you definitely want to check that out. Speaking of NFL, listen here. Another great way to play and win with the Island Game. Now, all season long I'm going to be bringing you my pro picks brought to you by the Island Game. Island Game going to be doing big things all season long, but listen, you don't want to miss out on their huge survivor pool. You think you know how to pick football? Pick a winner every week, but you got to survive. And 10,000 is up for grabs. 10,000 cash. 10,000 cash up for grabs the Island Games NFL Survivor 2026 for the season. Now, here's how it works. You pick a team each week. Pick one NFL team to win their game. You got to change your team each week. Survive each week. If your team wins, you move on. If they lose, you're out. Last team standing wins. Be the last player remaining at the end of the NFL season to win the grand prize. One team all season. You can't pick the same team twice. Choose wisely. You can't pick the same team twice, so choose wisely. And if you keep listening to the press box, I'll give you some insight on how to survive as long as you possibly can, because you have to change your team every week. But 10,000 is up for grabs. 10,000 cash up for grabs. For more information, simply log on to theislandgame.com. Theislandgame.com. All right, Mega should be joining us in short order, and so will Pearly. But like I said, that survivor pool by the Island Game, 10 grand cash up for grabs. Had some good games in the NFL preseason yesterday, too. We'll talk about that when we're joined by Mega and Pearly a little bit later on in the show. But right now, let's go to the local sports scene, because I always like the sports local. Start local, and then we go international. And this out of soccer, Team Bahamas named for CFU Challenge Series. The Bahamas Football Association has announced the players and staff selected to represent the Bahamas at the 2026 Caribbean Football Union Under-14 Challenge Series. And it's for boys, obviously, scheduled for August 16th through the 23rd in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. I think they're down there already. They left on the 14th. They're going to return on the 24th of August. The Bahamas will compete in Tier 2 Group C alongside Anguilla, Guyana, and Montserrat. The group stage schedule will feature the Bahamas against Anguilla on August 16th, Montserrat on the 17th, Guyana on the 19th. The game against Anguilla is at 10 a.m., and the Montserrat game will be played at 11:30 a.m., and the match against Guyana is at 9:30 a.m. A rest day scheduled for August 20th, followed by semifinal matches on the 21st of August and a final round match on the 23rd. Named to the squad are Devon Stewart, Cavalier Football Club goalkeeper; Gabriel Thompson, Renegades Football Club defender; Sasha Maynard, Renegades football defender; Cohen McIntosh, Kicks Academy defender; Lahacho Skills Football Club attacker; Matthias Bourne, Skills Football Club midfielder; Kai McIntosh, Kicks Academy attacker; Dirk Simmons, Western Warriors Football Club attacker; Aiden Bannister, Renegades Football Club; Saunders, Renegades Football Club attacker; Quinn Major, Kicks Academy midfielder; Leo Frank, Skills Football Club defender; Hassan Mitchell, DME Academy Florida goalkeeper; Amari Koch, New York Red Bulls, New York striker; Kingston Peel, Skills Football Club attacker; Hugo Johnston, Renegades Football Club midfielder; and Tamura Keenan, Skills Football Club midfielder. So it's a fully loaded team for Coach Alexander Thompson. He's going to be assisted by Andre Roberts, and the BFA technical director is Bruce Swan. So let's see how they do. They're off and running tomorrow, and we'll keep you posted. Now let's pivot to basketball. Local Bahamian legend Michael Sweetbells Thompson chimed in recently. Over the last decade, Bahamian basketball has experienced a copious amount of success, not only in the NBA and the Women's National Basketball Association, or the NBA and WNBA, but also on a global level in international competition. In the early years, dating back to when Bahamian Michael Thompson was drafted #1 by the Trailblazers in 1978, a number of Bahamians laid the groundwork for what the nation's basketball scene would become today. Thompson was one of those greats known as Sweetbells, who was the first foreign-born player to be drafted #1 overall in the NBA and the first Bahamian to become an NBA champion. He went on to win 2 league championships for the Los Angeles Lakers in consecutive years, 87 and 88. Don't forget he won one in Portland, too, under Jack Ramsey. Senator Rick Fox, a 3-time NBA champion; Dexter Cambridge and Ian Lockhart were some of the first Bahamian athletes to play in the NBA. Since those days, the talent level has risen, with current NBA players, Buddy Hield, DeAndre Ayton, and now Valdez VJ come leading the charge. So I think we definitely need to keep the legacy going. And we also need to remember where we came from. When you get 5 minutes today, if you're a real sports fan and you're a young sports fan, I know the veterans who listen every week, and we appreciate you listening, and we appreciate the spectrum we have, young to old. But some of you younger listeners, listen to Uncle Naughty. Google the Jackson 5 Miami basketball and see the talent and the Bahamian talent that was on that squad. Yeah, there was some red tape there, but look at it and see how talented that team was and what those men went on to do. Because not only was it Michael Thompson and Lyndon Rose then, but you also had what's his name? Played for the Globetrotters. Correct. Osman Goose Lockhart. Yes, not a Bahamian. So remember that as well too. But pull up that Miami Jackson 5. Quite an interesting read. You definitely want to check that one out. All right. Mega's in. What's going on, Mega? Happy Sunday, my brother. I'm sure Mega take us off mute.
Yo.
What's happening?
But right here, man. Looking at getting ready for the favorite time of the year. Fantasy football.
That's right around the corner. We can talk about it, but boy, Dallas found a wide receiver last night, but we got a jam, boy.
Yeah, look like y'all got some talent there too. Y'all something like us then.
Mega, all I can tell you is I want you to take it this year. The pendulum swinging in Dallas' favor in that Cowboy 49er rivalry. The pendulum, remember I used to tell you, taking it now because the pendulum is swung in your direction, right?
Yeah.
Well, the pendulum is now swung in our direction, buddy. You got to brace yourself to take it from me this year, buddy.
Listen, last of us, like 3 years ago, we played each other. Then we played each other the year before in the playoffs, and then the year before that in the playoffs, and we won all 3. So,
but prior to that, who came in on the winning streak prior to that? Us, the pendulum of what I'm talking about right now in that rivalry, man.
If you think that, let's see, because don't forget that we playing each other this year.
I know.
And we playing in Dallas.
You got to take that. We can talk about it coming up in a little bit, though. Definitely talk about it. But right now, I know you're jumping in. We're on the local scene right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely see of basketball in this country going. I mean, because like the article said, Sweet Bells, Mr. Thompson, Michael Thompson, Sweet Bells Thompson, they started it. But I mean, we got 3 hot players right now in the league. Buddy, DJ, and DeAndre. Who's the next wave going to be?
Yeah, listen, I think I said before, want to go on air, it's the best country when it comes to finding basketball prospects because the amount of high picks we got per capita in the world. And who else can say a country this small could produce that amount of first round, even some number 1 players to make it to the NBA? Now, how some of them panned out? No, but guess what? Just the fact alone that they making it in this big globe, this big planet, man, that's impressive, man. So yeah,
per capita, we do wonders per capita.
We have to preserve it and keep it going. This is the best time. Because when I was growing up, I grew up with Michael Thompson, Rick Fox, and Dexter Cambridge, and he used to play for the Dallas Mavericks.
Correct. He was big in Texas. He was huge at the University of Texas Longhorns.
Right. So
Loxley Collie was another one too.
Exactly. So I understand.
And the late Jabera out, and God bless the dead. I think Jabera passed, if I'm not mistaken. And if he hasn't, I apologize.
So I understand. Don't you what he's saying? I mean, we can actually go on our television now and see Buddy Hield, VJ. Let's not forget Eric Godson in the league. He's just a game just then. So
on a regular.
Yeah. So I mean, this is a good time.
And then not to mention college basketball. Night in and night out, if you look at college basketball teams, male and female, you'll find a Bahamian on our roster.
Exactly. And let's not forget, if you want to switch it over to the WNBA with Jacqueline Jones is doing, it's impressive.
And she's been on a streak lately, 4 straight double-doubles.
Yes. And she's making history. in that league right now. So well,
Only NBA, only 4-time MVP, checks off all the MVP boxes: regular season MVP and championship game MVP, All-Star game MVP, and Commissioner's Cup MVP.
yeah. So but it's a good time right now, and the same way we do with baseball now, we need to start looking into basketball. We're trying to say, having these clubs for basketball and start developing more players. Because VJ's from Bimini, Buddy's Grand Bahama, DeAndre is Nassau. I know we got some great prospects maybe in Inagua, Long Island, Exoma.
We got to get junior basketball going back in this country. Have youth leagues going. We lost all our youth leagues.
Did we ever find out why we stopped the Bahamas games? Because I thought that was a great, a pool to find talent in, when you used to have the Bahamas games. What was the purpose of?
I give you two quick answers: funding and politics, probably.
Okay, that basically gives a lot of things.
That's my guess off the top of my head.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that's the case, but you asked me what I thought, so initial thoughts, that right there.
So every things back, man. Some days was, that was our pool for finding talent. And now that these things are around, it's very rare you can find somebody who can pop out of these family islands, a generation star that breaks out, and let some scout go down there and see them, so up and playing and be like, hey, this guy, look, he got potential. Let's carry him to the United States and let's develop it.
Speaking of basketball, we got a new head coach over there at UB, and in charge of the UB's men's basketball program is now going to be Jay Philippe. He's been named to lead the program as head coach, taking over for former head coach Bacchus Rowe. He's been coaching for a while, and like I said, Philippe takes over for Bacchus Rowe, who led the program for the past 13 years. Philippe said he's excited and ready to hit the ground running as he looks forward to being a collegiate coach. I want to bring that same winning mentality that I've had at the University of Bahamas. I want to bring that same winning mentality I've had to the University of Bahamas. It's something that I want to come out here and be able to do it at a high level. Credit goes to Coach Bacchus Rowe. He did an amazing job, and I want to ensure that I can continue his tradition while adding more of what I want to do as well. Over the years, I've been a defensive-minded head coach, and I believe in playing absolute defense. Defense wins basketball games. Offense will take care of itself. Well, I'm telling you now, friend, if you want to go play for Coach Philippe, you better come ready to play defense. We got Pearly in the building as well. What's going on, Pearly?
One thing these numbers, but they won't be playing no defense.
Right here in this corner.
That's our recruiting pitch opening by saying we play defense.
Yeah, I'm so excited for Jay though. I think he'll do a great job there. He's very detail orientated. He's defensive minded.
I think so too.
So we should see some good things coming out of there. And maybe UConn, somebody out there, maybe Kentucky. Never know.
He's definitely got the potential to be a coach elsewhere, but it's good that he's cutting his teeth here at UB. But Pearly, Meg and I were talking before you joined. What has happened to the junior basketball program in this country? What happened to the youth leagues that we had growing up? Mini, super mini, so on and so forth.
I don't know. I used to look forward to every summer hearing, seeing them play and watching Xavier's get beat so bad, but I don't see them anymore. I don't hear anything about them anymore.
Yeah, well, that's kind of gone by the wayside.
It's amazing.
Especially the summer leagues, though, because I remember I used to play for the BIP Bakers at one point. And they used to be some exciting games when you're playing against these different basketball teams. But I haven't seen that in a while, though.
No more park leagues, nothing like that going on.
Family Islands had big contingents as well, Grand Bahama as well, but they've kind of dissipated.
But basketball is still huge in Grand Bahama.
No, they had a lot more than they do now.
Yeah.
And we have to look at it for what it is. What's causing all this? Let's pivot to baseball real quick. The Bahamas falls in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I saw that on Thursday.
The Bahamas 12 and under baseball team fought a good fight, but ultimately came up short against Puerto Rico in the international quarterfinals of the 2026 Cal Ripken Major 70 World Series in Bronson, Missouri. The team entered the elimination playoffs with a 3-1 win-loss record, matching the Caribbean's 12U team's record, but was defeated 9-3 and 6 innings by Puerto Rico. And Puerto Rico always puts good squads out when they send off
Yeah.
teams.
We won that. Didn't we win that tournament one time ago?
A couple of years ago, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
let's
But
pivot
I'm
to-
just proud that they made it to the tournament, proud that they got all the way to the quarterfinals. They just need to take that as experience and come back next year bigger and better.
And you gotta start developing programs too. Start identifying the kids that move up the pipeline. Have replacements ready for the ones moving up to 13 and 14.
Yeah. And you got some good kids who play that under that 9U and 12U in Freedom Farm and JBL, and we just gotta keep watching them and keep pushing them.
Yep, and Reloaded got a good program as well too.
Oh yeah, that's right. Forgive me, Reload.
All right, let's pivot to boxing. The boxing community in the Bahamas has added another layer to youth development. The Bahamas Boxing Academy officially launched its inaugural summer boxing camp, giving boys and girls an opportunity to learn the sport, develop their character, and transform their skills both inside and outside the ring. The 5-day camp is scheduled to run August 16th at the Bahamas Boxing Academy, and it was launched during an opening ceremony on Wednesday. The academy welcomes more than 70 aspiring young boxers from New Providence and All Out Boxing Club in Freeport, Grand Bahama. That's good to see them trying to rejuvenate boxing.
I think it's a good way to
Once
get
they
a lot
do
of
it
these
correctly,
kids.
they have my full support. Once they do it correctly.
Yeah, and it's good to see these kids get rid of their frustrations and anger issues and all that in the ring and instill some discipline in them. It's a wonderful idea, and I do support it as well. Once it's done correctly.
But not here long we had this conversation though.
Well, we've had it over the last couple of weeks for sure recently, but we've had it for a long time.
Exactly. So to see it being done is fine is something good. And like I said, I had students for like 2 years, 3 years asking me about something like that to do. So like I said, once they do it right, I could get 10 students right now to go down there. You know what I'm saying? Who'd be interested in knowing that?
Super. Love it.
Let's so keep an eye on it. I think boxing got a lot of potential in the country, but that's why I keep stressing it's got to be done right. And wrapping up the local scene with boxing, after what described as a disappointing result from the 2026 Commonwealth Games, Bahamian professional boxer Carl Healer is looking to bounce back in his next bout on the professional circuit, fighting on the card at the Boxeo in Santa Marta show in Santa Marta, Colombia this Saturday. We'll get you the results. That happened last night, so I'll get you the results. He is on top to defend both his titles, the WBA Fede Carib Super Welterweight and the National Boxing Association titles against Colombian pro boxer Oscar Cuero. Cuero owns a 16-10 win-loss record with a total of 13 victories coming by way of knockout. He has taken a 16-0 professional record into the bout, so we'll get you the results on that. Let's get to the break, Mr. Producer. Flip side of the break, Mega and myself will be back. And we'll be talking baseball and basketball and football. And yes, we're going international, so keep it right where you got it. The Sunday, August 16th edition of the Press Box continues right after this.
Budgeting and saving? Yes. Investing? Check. But what if you could do more? With an RF brokerage account, you can get priority access to local investment opportunities right as they come to the market. Never miss a bond or new share offering again. Plus, you can house all your investments in one place and benefit from expert investment advice. Contact us at brokerage@rfgroup.com to start doing more today. Some conditions apply. RF, money at work.
Summer's here, and KFC's got summer buckets just for you. Every bucket starts with 8 legs and thigh pieces of your favorite chicken, plus 4 golden biscuits. Grab the value bucket for just $20 or go big with our mega bucket, packed with everything you need for summer fun on the beach, boat, or on the road. Need more? Add 4 Pepsis, fountain fries, or the new mango dessert biscuit for only $5. KFC's summer buckets have big flavor, big value, and finger-licking good chicken only at KFC Nassau.
We're gonna give you a check every week for a year. Percy's Pension Plan. Island game, keep you winning. Percy's Pension Plan. Dream big, we will help you live it. Percy's Pension Plan. Island game, we got you. Percy's Pension Plan. From the friends trust. If winning is a must, go play the game you know, cause your best chance is with us. The most trustworthy name is Percy's Island Game. So put 20 on your account and ride this easy train at Percy's Island Game.
Always on the go? Missed the show? You can now listen to Guardian Radio talk shows anytime, anywhere on Spotify and YouTube by searching Guardian Radio 96.9 FM or by entering the name of your favorite show. You can also listen by logging on to GuardianTalkRadio.com and clicking on the podcast tab. Guardian Radio, continuing to provide you with fresh news and smart talk anywhere, anytime, all day.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
On the Sunday, August 16th edition of the Press Box. Naughty, Pearly, and Mega in your company right up until 1 p.m. 11:30 a.m. is the time right now. And happy Sunday to everybody. And of course, you know we are being brought to you by The Island Game, Green Parrot, KFC Nassau, and Harborside Marine. And now he's switching to baseball, fella. And like I said, we got Mega in the building. We got Pearly in the building. So everybody's joined in. And like I said, switching to baseball, lots to talk about down the home stretch we come, but a feel-good story yesterday, Pearly. Pearly, you in?
I'm ready.
Yesterday, St. Louis Cardinals outfielder Joshua Baez
Yeah, boy.
made his major league debut. And the first pitch that he ever saw in the majors, he hit 450 feet for a home run. Then he proceeded to hit two more. Let's check in with ESPN, and then we'll be right back to talk about this monument. Because it's not easy hitting your first pitch for a home run, is it, Bertie? You don't see that too many times in Major League Baseball.
It's not easy. It's not. That's tremendous that he was able to do that. That's fantastic.
Well, not just your first pitch, but your first debut. You hit 3 home runs in one game.
Yeah, Reggie Jackson.
Cardinals might have something there. Let's go to ESPN and get that take.
High fly ball, center field. PCA turning, looking, and it's gone. Joshua Baez, his first major league at bat, and he hits a 2-run homer.
Yeah, I think there's a little swagger there, too, because he took his time enjoying that one.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Boyd delivers. Left field, half turning and looking, and it's gone. And Baez has done it again. Homering in his first 2 major league plate appearances. Boyd delivers. Fly ball right field. Suzuki's back. And it's gone.
Oh, my.
3 homers in his first 3 major league at-bats. Unbelievable.
And his last out was a shot to left field that the left fielder hauled in. But here's ESPN's Buster Olney on Joshua Baez's best debut ever yesterday in Chicago for the St. Louis Cardinals.
around baseball and the buzz surrounding Baez's MLB debut.
Yeah, I've had a bunch of text messages, people asking me, is this the best debut ever? I mean, Gary, how can it be better? Like the first pitch you see, you hit for a 449-foot home run. You wind up with 3 home runs. I texted Ollie Marmol, the manager of the Cardinals, right after the game and said, what's the mental snapshot you're going to take away? And he said after the first home run, seeing Baez come back into the dugout and the smirk on his face, he said, man, this kid loves to compete. And after the game, Baez told reporters that all day there was a bee that was kind of following him around on the field. And he took that to be the presence of his late father, who his nickname was El Bronco. That seemed to be appropriate for Joshua in his first day in the big leagues. 3 home runs in his debut. It was amazing.
All right, Pearly, we got to look at something here now. And I want you to be honest with me. What happened yesterday, man?
The guy had 3 home runs. 6'3", 220.
First of all, let's get your take on Baez and then we'll move to your Dodgers. What's your take there, Pearly and Mega on Baez?
He's a big kid. He's 6'3", 220. Lots of power. So he's going to bring a lot of power to a team that's not traditionally had was a power hitting team. So I like that for St. Louis. That's good for them. Not this year, but next year he should be a major factor in St. Louis. Should make a run in that Central.
What say you, Mega?
He'll be a Dodger in about 3 years.
No, you know who's going to be a Dodger in 3 years? That same pitcher that beat us last night.
Speaking of Mizorowski, that's exactly who I want to talk to you about, Pearly. He mixed it up last night. He not only stymied the Dodgers, but he stymied Ohtani. What happened last night?
Ohtani got a hit off him early. He came back. He been the first at bat. He threw a lot of fastballs, and Ohtani was waiting on it. He came with one slider. And that ball was dropping off the plate, and he struck out Ohtani twice. He had a good game. He ain't do nothing to the Dodgers that he has not done to the rest of the league. I'm just pissed that Robalski, or whatever his name is, quicker he gets sent back down to AAA, the better. Glasnow has one more rehabilitation pitch, and he should be back week after next. And then you see Robalski out of the lineup, and then the Dodgers will have, and then Ohtani been pitching off the mound, so you'll start seeing these hurt pitchers come back. I'm not worried about the regular season. We're going to be devastating in playoffs. You know you got to fish Yamamoto, Skubal, and Blake Snell, and maybe Ohtani. It's going to be tough, and that's where a short series works well for us. We're going through a rough time right now. Same time we went through last year, but I'd rather have this in August than have it at the end of September.
Yeah, Mizorowski stepped up big yesterday, though. Got out of a bases-loaded jam by striking out Ohtani and Freddie Freeman. Here's how it sounded yesterday in that bases-loaded jam. Escape from Mizorowski as he handcuffed the Dodgers.
You really got to rub this in, Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
2 from Mizorowski. Ohtani flails and misses. Slider, fastball, slider to strike him out. Absolutely perfect on deciding what to throw and where to throw it. The second pitch was the one that kind of locked him up. Got him swinging. Jacob Mizorowski with a pump of the fist as he strikes out a pair of future Hall of Famers.
Slider, fastball, slider, Pearly to Ohtani. 3 pitches. Slider, fastball, slider.
I'm going to use the words of Reggie Jackson. We'll see you again soon.
Okay.
Hey, Freddie, you know you get back at Naughty because Naughty team lose 2 yesterday, I mean, I can't talk.
I remember the Yankees in second place. I remember them.
I can't talk. We get beat bad yesterday, too, even though we still in that division. But, yeah.
Well, y'all been having a rough time. The Cubs, y'all left them boys in the door.
Yeah.
Philly.
Yeah. He let them in, but I think we could be in the whole month. I think so.
Listen, it's a rough time. We got 13 games in 13 days. We came off a gauntlet, playing Chicago, playing Arizona, Philadelphia. We went through a gauntlet. The Yankees before that, so we've had a rough time playing some of the better teams. Kansas City was a good little break. So it's gonna be all right. I think we're gonna be all right.
I mean,
I'm not worried too much.
Yeah, you could be the Mets. I mean, these are all men and dog. They just suck right now, boy.
Yeah, and then we got a little relief. We got the Rockies coming to Colorado tomorrow. Snell against tomorrow night, and then you got Lauer, who's really surprisingly pitched well. And then we've got right after that, then Sasaki. Sasaki has turned his season around. Last 5 games, he's pitched really well. Some really good baseball. I can't complain about it. The Dodgers are going to have a pleasant problem come playoff time as to who's going to be the 13 pitchers.
Well, that ain't a bad problem, eh?
No, that's a problem I accept and I welcome wholeheartedly. My only concern is Edwin Diaz has blown three save opportunities. The other night, he almost blew that one at bases loaded, had to regroup. I think it's just more of him ramping up. This is his spring training right now because, he was out hurt for the longest. So Davis, Roberts is saying, listen, you got to fight through it. I'm going to put you in there, win, lose, or draw. So he's just got to get his act together. I think he'll be all right by the time playoff time come around.
Sleep on that Milwaukee team in the playoffs, though, Pearly.
Sorry?
Don't sleep on that Milwaukee team in the playoffs.
Don't sleep on them.
You mean the same Milwaukee team we swept last year for nothing?
That's it, but I need the same team.
Who had the best record? Who had the best record in baseball last year and we swept them?
Same Milwaukee team who put something on you last night.
They put something on us they put something on us in the regular season last year too. But what counts is the playoffs. And they did put something on us last night. Missouri, and that's they win. So let's see what happens tonight, 4:00.
Boy, you are that guy.
No, I'm,
Well, don't forget that the ending the night before, I think the Dodgers did beat them, eh?
We beat them the night before, and Edwin Diaz blew the save the night before. We should have beat them the night before that too. So tonight, I think we've got Skubal pitching today.
So we try to get the split.
So try to get the split, and hold on. But this is what we call the dog days of summer. This is where you separate men from boys, champion from contenders. This is where you go through your rough times. And like one thing a baseball guy once told me, nothing lasts in baseball. The hot streak don't last, the cold streak don't last. We're going through the cold streak right now. So let the hot streak come in September.
Yeah, I think your bats haven't been as consistent as it was last.
No, it ain't so much the pitching, but the bats. We've scored 4 runs.
Right.
I think we haven't scored more than 4 runs in the last 10 games.
Yeah.
And then Robowski gave up 11 home runs in 8 games or something like that, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it's going through some things right now. Mookie is starting to hit the ball. Freddie's been hitting the ball. Kyle Tucker's been very inconsistent. I'm just hoping that his consistency will pick up. And Teoscar Hernandez has not been consistent either. So then Will Smith is out. Let's don't forget, Will Smith has been out, and you're seeing just how much we're missing Will Smith right now. He's the heart and soul of that lineup. So hopefully he'll be back in a couple of weeks, probably by the end of August, early September. He'll take that time. So it is what it is, and let's see what happens.
Good morning, Naughty and the crew. I hope that Evil Empire from LA used no spin today. The scuba ghost is all over LA. I hope the closer gets it right. No spin, please.
Thank you, Jeff.
Jeff on you with these Dodgers, but he will not let you be that guy.
Jeff sends me a scripture reading every morning and then calls me the evil umpire of Los Angeles after that. And reads
Jeff
me
is
the
a
right
good man.
out. He's a good guy. That's my good friend. My good friend. Even though he's a Yankee fan, still my good friend. And a good Anglican from St. Matthews.
There you go. So if they from somewhere else apart from St. Matthews, they ain't a good Anglican?
No. I just say a good Anglican from St. Matthews. There's good Anglicans from Holy Cross, good Anglicans from St. Agnes, good Anglicans from the one at Chippenham Holy Spirit. No, he's just a good Anglican that goes to St. Matthews.
Don't forget Holy Trinity now.
Yeah, Holy Trinity too. The Baptist, we used to call that the Baptist Anglican Church.
All right. Let's switch to the WNBA real quick. And then in the second hour, we'll do NBA and NFL coming up in the 12 o'clock hour. But 2026 Hall of Fame honors for the WNBA. And Candace Parker was one of them.
Of course.
As a matter of fact, let me break down. Candace Parker and Elena Del Donna used the Hall of Fame speeches to serve as love letter to basketball. They were all mushy in their acceptance speech, but the 2026 class had also included the 1996 U.S. Olympic women's basketball team, Shamik Holdsclaw. She should have been in there a long time.
I just can't say
she should have been there, yeah.
NBA player Amari Stoudemire's longtime NBA official, Joey Crawford, NBA coaches Doc Rivers and Mike D'Antoni, and Gonzaga coach Mark Few. So that's your induction class right there. Amari Stoudemire, yes. Joey Crawford, that stinking no good son of a gun referee, piece of crap. Can't stand him. He shouldn't even be in the hall. He should be in the toilet bowl. That's what he should be.
Joey Crawford. Boy, listen, that name will make
Controversy.
that.
Boy, he used to have some controversial call. That's the short ball head guy.
Hold
right?
on. Mike D'Antoni. What did Mike D'Antoni ever really win to be an all-star, Hall of Fame coach?
And I don't know why they used to keep hiring him because he never impressed me. He pissed me off and he coached us before, right?
D'Antoni coached Lakers before, eh?
Yeah, man.
He did.
No defense, running down all this.
Gonzaga coach Mark Few, I get that. He's run a great program for a while in college basketball.
I think Mike's best team was when he had the Phoenix Suns team with Amari and Steve Nash there.
Yeah.
But they could have shoot the lights out on that team, boy.
But they couldn't play no defense.
No. I think
D'Antoni and Steve Nash and Dave Stern, Keith, 2 MVPs from Kobe, but I hate all of them.
Yes.
But there was a time when they thought they had a chance to make it to the NBA Finals, but that's when they played in San Antonio, and I forget what happened. Oh, that's when some of the guys got ejected for the future game because they had a fight. I think that was their best year right there to make it to the finals. If that didn't happen, I think they would have made it to the finals that year. I can't remember which year that was, but I remember they were playing in San Antonio.
I remember you talking, I remember you talking. That was about 30 years ago, maybe.
No, man, it wasn't that long, but...
Was that long ago? That wasn't in the 90s?
Well, that was like somewhere in the 2000s. They were playing the San Antonio Spurs, and the Spurs, they was beating the Spurs, and then a fight broke out, and some of the players came off the bench, and they were suspended for the next game, and that turned the whole series around.
Yeah, I remember that now. I remember that.
Yeah, I think that was the best time for them to win a championship that year. But outside of that, D'Antoni, he just, like you say, it was just always all offense and no defense.
Yeah.
I thought I had his best numbers with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was nothing.
You're correct.
And there's nothing impressive to say Hall of Fame-ish,
Well, I don't want to stray too far into the NBA because we got to talk about that after the break, and I don't want to get off the WNBA. But what's you guys take on the whole Caitlin Clark, Paige Brockers feud?
Boy.
I'm clearly team Paige. Y'all don't even have to ask me.
Yeah, we know
Paige.
that. We know that. You never defend Caitlin Clark, right?
No. Listen, here's where we go wrong with Caitlin Clark. The double standard that exists. Mega, if you beating me, okay, me and you, 49ers. The last couple of games, the 49ers beat the Cowboys. I had to tote it from you and other 49ers, correct? Cowboys win this go-round. Y'all already know what time it is, right? Brace yourself, right? Y'all know this could be long, and y'all can hear my mouth, correct?
Right.
Correct.
So that is the equivalent of if I'm in the playoff game, if I'm in the semifinal and I'm beating you and I say you can't see me, then in the final you beat me and you give me the same you can't see me sign back, I got to be able to take that. I got to give and take, correct?
Yeah.
You can't make me out to be the victim, especially when I'm trying to be a culture vulture in the process.
Yeah.
So from there is where we went wrong, the double standard. If you could do it to Angel, then Angel could do it to you. That's how I go to sports. It's talking trash. Keep it moving. Then when we get to the WNBA, I've seen some sides of Miss Clark that are not too savory.
But I think I get where you coming from.
Doesn't she lead the league in technicals this year for moaning at officials, and they had to rescind and take one off?
She should have gotten number 8 the other day, and they rescinded it.
Right. But I feel more like it's more of the fan base, and I don't want to make it a racial thing, but it's more that fan base finally feel like we have one of our own white players now who's basically on level of the rest of the other girls in the NBA, and we can do everything to protect her, even if she like I feel that's what happened. Like they grabbed her and they made her the demigod in WNBA. So I don't think it's more her. I think it's more of the fan base. Now I'm not saying I give her right for them technicals, like some of them games I watch. Yeah, she deserves some of them. But I believe more of that fan base has really pulled it to the point that they have this great white hope. And they try to do everything to protect that great white hope.
Yeah. It reminds me of the NBA in the 80s with Larry Bird. But Larry Bird earned that.
Exactly.
He earned it.
I just get that, you know what I'm saying?
He earned that. And I think when they try to all right, I watched what Asia Wilson did last night. I mean, I have mega respect for the Minnesota Lynx team. That team's gonna be hard to beat. Asia Wilson put up 32 points on them last night, still lost the game. But she's not gonna get. If that was Caitlin did that, they would give her, oh, she did this and she did that. But they wouldn't give Asia that kind of crop. And Asia's probably the best player in the WNBA.
And check this out. Both of them are going to play for Team USA in the FIBA World Cup coming up next month. But they went at it last night, 29 points each. Now, obviously, the FIBA won, but see, here's the double standard again. The Wings were without 3 starters. You win 98-87, and you still let Broncos score 29. I mean, you got to look at it in perspective. They have their 3 starters. They probably win that game.
Yep.
It's always the what if or answer and, well, no, you see what had happened with Caitlin Clark. No. Let's call it for what it is, because if you look at the WNBA right now, okay, you have teams like Purdy said, Minnesota 29-7. I think they're the creme de la creme of the league. The Golden State Valkyries, an expansion team last year, 24-9, Purdy, in the second spot. Las Vegas, who you mentioned yesterday, 24-12. Then Indiana at 4 at 22-12. Atlanta right there, 21-12.
That's that's what the Angels reached them.
Correct. The Liberty 22-14. And Jonquil, them playing and they winning games. Watch out for them. Getting hot at the right time.
Yep.
Washington, who've been telling you all about Washington when Washington was 6-13, and now Washington's what, 20-14? Purdy, who've been telling you all about Washington?
You have been. But I still think
you win money with Washington. Take the points and you win.
Yeah, but I still think the Minnesota. I think the fight will be between Minnesota, Atlanta,
and Dallas at
Las
20-15 and number 8. My bad, Purdy. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think the fight will still be between Minnesota, Atlanta, Las Vegas, and New York. I think those are the 4 teams. One of those 4 will emerge as the champion. I think Minnesota's tough to beat.
I'm gonna throw Golden State in that conversation as well.
Golden State playing some ball too. The Valkyries,
Yeah,
but they're expansion team, right? Are they expansion, right?
Last year.
Yeah, they're still young. I think when the playoff time come around, the veterans will step up their games.
I think they're on a winning streak right now too. If I'm correct.
John Dwell had a great game last night.
4 double in a row.
Yep. She put up 23 and 11 last night. Great game. So it's gonna be some fun to watch. It's gonna be some fun to watch when playoff time come around. You know.
Hey, but check this out. Good morning, Naughty Purdy and Mega. What up with Startboy this morning? He brought those stats every time. Startboy will be coming up in the 12 o'clock hour, okay? Startboy had big reunion last night with all the boys. They all had their separate ways off to college, so it was kind of melancholy to hear it last night, seeing how I coached a lot of them in youth baseball and know them from kindergarten until now. And I get a little misty-eyed right now. I'm very proud of all of them and excited for their journey and to watch them on their next step. And to hope that with me and MJ and Pearlie and Mega and everybody put into Sancho, that he'll do us all proud. I know he will. And I know all the other guys going to do us all proud. So, you know, looking forward to them going off. Going to miss him something fierce. But he'll still be chiming into the show. He'll still be doing his thing. But yeah, Texter, you know how it go. The boys was out last night, so I'll make sure he's ready. He's in the bullpen for the 12 o'clock hour, so you'll hear from Startboy at 12 o'clock.
Naughty, I know exactly what you're going through. My house used to be party central, and any one time I saw 10, 12 young boys in my house playing Xbox, PlayStation, all that stuff. So when all of them decided to go off, it was a little tough. Now what I'm seeing from them, they're all now getting married, they're all having kids and all that stuff. That's the joy of watching these kids grow up. And I know most, like you did, I know most of them since kindergarten.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Happy for those kids.
Yeah, MJ deserves all the credit, though. She poured into them boys. Me too, but I mean.
But only one thing I want to say to them, please come home and help build your country. Please come home and help build your country when you finish.
Yeah, and at least come home to vote.
She don't get me started.
But I don't think they ever come home to vote, though. I think they can vote over wherever they is, though.
If they're in school, the players only, you can vote, and I think at Atlanta, Miami, and DC, and then in Toronto, a place like that. I think that's
because my sister voted in Canada. So
and I think in Toronto. So I think if you're in Canada, you could, But the point is, my nephew is in Minnesota. How I can get him to New York the home. So it's, that kind of stuff you got to look at.
All right, let's look what's on top today in the WNBA. You got a couple of games. You got the Sky, 12-22, taking on the Storm, 7-29. And that's the Aries Spears game. That's garbage. Coming up at 5 p.m. Then also at 5 p.m., you got the Fever, 22-12, taking on the Dream, 21-12. That should be a good game, Caitlin.
That's going to be a really good game.
Then at 7 p.m., you got the Fire, 14-20 versus the Mercury, 13-22. But listen, that Fire squad, they'll be a lot better next year. They had a lot of injuries, but them and the Tempo from Toronto, they're going to be good squads. They were good expansions as well, too.
Yeah.
So that's what's on top today in the WNBA. Be sure to check them out.
The WNBA draft is coming up. I saw something very interesting in that because, the WNBA going through a little drama right now with this clause they have in their draft that is some talk about transgender athletes coming into the WNBA.
Oh, my God.
Two veteran NBA players said they're going to declare for the WNBA draft because based on the wording in this policy, they can put their names in. They can say they identify as women and play. But my whole thing on it is, do what you want to do with your body because you got to answer to God. That ain't my business. But the bottom line is, men's basketball for men, women's basketball for women. And if you want to be transgender, they should have their own league and have a transgender league and let them go play ball.
But that's to me, listen, I have never seen more stupidity in my life. Like I said earlier, I think it ain't just a respiratory disease like COVID caused. I think it was also some mental brain scramble. Because the way we come on at this whole, well, not us, but the whole transgender foolishness that's basically not even 1% of the population in that country is ridiculous, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's so bad to where they allow one party just to basically weaponize that against the whole country, and now all of a sudden it's a talking point. And I was like,
I agree.
So stupid, I saw Enos Cantor using doing it on his chest. We all know that, right? But it's just the business how they take that they run, but that they make that a story because they ain't got nothing else.
Yeah. And my other thing is do what you want. My other thing is do what you want to do. Hold on. Do with your life.
I can be honest with you though. Ever since I saw Enos Cantor come out, I started reading. I started, doing some more research, and I too are really, throwing things at a basketball player because I've always identified as a basketball player, and I'm wondering if I should submit my name and become another behemoth in the WNBA.
Naughty, you got a bad back. That ain't gonna work. Lead that one.
I Mr. Producer giving me 2 thumbs up. He telling me go for it. Middle-aged and crazy, go for it.
Listen, I
just want King Caitlin Clark one time and hit 1 3-pointer and walk off the court,
All right, Joanna, man.
Yeah, I caught myself.
I love my big sign in the stands. I pulling for Nautilicious.
only one and done, and then boom, I retire. Cool. No, but I mean, that's the door that it opens up to, and I mean, I'm glad I'm retired from comedy, but if I was still doing comedy full time, that's the kind of stuff you might want to dedicate to putting some video series together and going viral because you've opened up that door.
Yeah, and I'm not a Donald Trump fan, but on this issue, I agree with him 100%.
What's that?
He's totally against the transgenders having all these rights to play in sports and all that stuff. He's totally against that. And I have to,
Trump only using that to try.
I forgot her name. It slips my mind, but there was a young lady that pitched in the Little League Baseball World Series maybe 8 years ago.
Yeah,
as a youngster, 6 years ago. She did very, very well. She struck out the boys, but could not play baseball in college because they didn't have women's college baseball.
No.
Well, now they had the inaugural women's college professional women's baseball league debut yesterday, and she scored the first run in league history.
Wow, super. Yeah,
but I say that to say this. They took a bunch of girls who played baseball, who still love the sport of baseball, and formed a professional league. It may not pay like Major League Baseball, but it's a start for girls to play baseball. But notice, it is a bunch of women playing baseball.
Yes.
It's not them petitioning to get into AAA or AA because it's not Major League, but they should be allowed to play. No, they formed a league of their own, no pun intended, and they're doing it. So if you have transgender athletes in swimming that want to swim in the Olympics, I'm sure there's more than one out there. You get all of them together, and you have your final or your heats in your final, and you have that category. Same thing for track and field, same thing for baseball, for basketball, for football. You find however many they are and give them a league of their own. Nobody is saying they should not have a right to play sports or identify who they want to identify as. But you cannot take down mainstream leagues with these kind of things because it's not a place for it.
No, the biggest egregious sin, I call it, to me was when Leah Thomas was ranked 554th in the 200 swimming fly as a man, and became number one in the NCAAs as a woman. I thought
Mine was all right, caller, we coming to you right now. Mine was in boxing with Iran, with the transgender boxer from Iran in women's boxing.
Yes.
Hold on, was this the one with problem in the Olympics?
And she hurt the girl. And she hurt the girl really bad. Or he hurt the girl really bad.
She hurt the opponent really bad, and yeah, it's like the physicality of it is different. Fine, you may identify as a woman now, but you're still 6'3", 210-pound male.
So that was actually a guy. I thought that was a woman. I'm thinking about the one because I think there was another story that's similar with another boxer who was a woman.
Let's get to this call. And I'll try.
I remember that. I remember that, Mego.
Okay.
Press box.
Morning, press box.
What's going on, Big Chief?
What's up, Big Chief?
What's happening?
Yeah. You so naughty, you saying? Yeah, man. This is your boy Gabby, man.
Hey, what's going on, Gabby?
Hey, what's up? Hey, yeah.
Representing for the late great Muff Roll. What's happening, man, Gabby?
Yeah, man, right here, man. You know, boy, footballing will be the same with Muff Roll, man.
Yeah, I know.
But last year when preseason started, last year the first game, Seahawks against the Chiefs. The first person who I inboxed on my WhatsApp was Muff Roll. I said, Muff, you watching the game? But he said, yeah.
Muff and these Steeler boys used to be the Muff House every Sunday watching the game again. When the Dolphins was giving him a lot of hell, yeah. Every Sunday they used to be there, yeah.
Wow, that's something.
So we can miss that. By this time, somebody called the other day and I was like, this Muff, and I said, oh, no, that ain't Muff. Oh, my goodness. So I know the feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, but this thing in the WNBA rule.
But in the true spirit of Muff Roll, I'm going to still give those Steeler fans, them neighbors are Muff.
Man, I put yesterday, to ask them if you want to come on, I still want to come on,
Whenever you're ready, man.
Sometime I could try go by him when I go back in the area. I could try ask him.
What to do before you hang up? Leave your number with Mr. Producer, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah. If you don't come here, just come on myself, some people shy to come on radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, and things like that. Yeah, but stay with the boy name. Rolls Royce. I just call him Rolls Royce. I mean, it's kind of, what are they dealing with the WNBA show?
Rolls Royce?
Yeah.
You got to bring
me up to date. In this countdown.
Yeah, they're actually trying to play the loophole in the WNBA's bylines to say that they want to enter the WNBA draft.
Oh, you know, but Royce Brown, I think it was.
Royce Brown, you talking about it, yeah. That's like a lot. Yeah, well, based on the wording in the policy, there's a loophole there that these guys can go in and identify as a woman and think. So they got the WNBA president is under a lot of fire to fix that. And it's not resonating the way they wanted to resonate, But maybe it's talking about Leah Thomas. One of the downfalls that the athletes had was, in the locker room, everybody undressing, walking around, the women walking around topless and all that stuff, or walking around naked going into the shower. And this brother walking around with this thing flinging all over the place and made a lot of the women uncomfortable there. So, it's issues like that doesn't play well in what's going on. And you have your rights, but what about my rights? I don't want to see that.
Yeah, for true, but yeah, but one more thing, LeBron put in the fake love for Russell Westbrook a couple of days ago. I don't understand that though.
Westbrook retired. You talking about Russell Westbrook retiring?
Yeah.
Yeah. It sounded like the NBA forced him to retire, something like that.
Yeah, I saw it on YouTube. They must be forced to retire. Somebody was talking with it. I don't know why, but but LeBron put
the stories coming out aren't looking very good. Yeah, they're not looking very good.
Yeah, and and LeBron sent this fake love for him, and he was, he threw him under the bus and everything. You see.
Say fake love. I like that one.
Not LeBron, though, but
Boy, fake love, LeBron.
I like that one.
You know, but then like you know, it's a fake. I mean, like it's fake love. I mean, you throw the ball in the bus now. You think like you getting out, brother.
Yeah, you're right though.
But I know the Lakers get sold. Like earlier, I know this too. They say the Lakers may go to Las Vegas. I know.
No.
Yeah.
The new owners were trying to get the expansion team in Las Vegas.
Oh,
The talks was the bid was already up to $10 billion with a B dollars, and they were thinking you start the team, you got to go build a stadium, a gym, which can probably be another $2 billion, and then you got to set up the team, finance the team. So their bill was can be anywhere from 12 to 15 billion.
Yeah.
And they said, hey, we might still go after. They like legacy stuff, so they say let's try to go after the Lakers. They made an offer to Walters. He turned it down. They came back with 12.5 billion, and that's an offer he couldn't refuse. He made $2.5 billion profit in less than 10 months.
But you know the whole backstory behind that whole
wow. Yeah.
It ain't finished. It ain't really finished yet because Walters still was under investigation by the administration. So I think it's more of a strong arm type thing.
It may have been.
We got to get to the break, but good stuff, Cole. Appreciate you.
I can leave my number again. Sorry.
Leave it with the producer, and we'll get in touch with you. Make sure I get you on to come chop it up with us here on the press box. We are going to take a quick break. Flip side of the break, we'll be into the 12 o'clock hour. We'll be talking NBA. We'll be talking NFL. We'll be wrapping things up. It is the press box, all brought to you, of course, by the Island Game. And be sure to check out their big $10,000 up for grabs in their survivor pool all NFL season long. In addition to that, being brought to you by KFC Nassau, Green Parrot, and Harborside Marine. The press box continues right after this.
Dive in hot with the new KFC Dunk Buffalo Ranch. A crispy ranch chicken sandwich with buffalo sauce on the side. For just $8.95, get messy with it and dunk it how you want it. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Everybody dunk! Everybody ranch! We're gonna give you a check every week for a year. Percy's pension plan game, keep you winning. Percy's pension plan, dream big, we will help you live it. Percy's pension plan, Island Game, we got you. Percy's pension plan, from the friends you can trust. If winning is a must, go play the game you know, cause your best chance is with us. The most trustworthy Percy's Island Game. So put 20 on your account and ride this easy train at Percy's Island Game.
Always on the go? Missed the show? You can now listen to Guardian Radio talk shows anytime, anywhere on Spotify and YouTube by searching Guardian Radio 96.9 FM or by entering the name of your favorite show. You can also listen by logging on to GuardianTalkRadio.com and clicking on the podcast tab. Guardian Radio, continuing to provide you with fresh news and smart talk anywhere, anytime, all day.
Summer's here, and KFC's got summer buckets just for you. Every bucket starts with 8 legs and thigh pieces of your favorite chicken, plus 4 golden biscuits. Grab the value bucket for just $20 or go big with our mega bucket, packed with everything you need for summer fun on the beach, boat, or on the road. Need more? Add 4 Pepsis, Fountain Fries, or the new mango dessert biscuit for only $5. KFC's summer buckets have big flavor, big value, and finger-licking good chicken only at KFC Nassau.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
We're back at you on the Sunday, August 16th edition of the Press Box. All brought to you, of course, by the Island Game, KFC Nassau, Green Parrot, and Harborside Marine. Naughty and Pearly and your company right up until 1 p.m. Mega will be rejoining us in short order. He had a little technical difficulty, so he's going to join us in short order. But we are talking NBA, Pearly. And like I said, big news out of the NBA this week. First and foremost, Russell Westbrook hanging it up. And
I thought he would have gone one more year.
I don't think he could find a contract worthy of his, worth his while.
Would have been a league minimum. It would have been a veterans minimum. So
I was here in Sacramento and Miami.
I was hearing the same thing as well. Yeah, I was hearing the same thing. But
Sacramento and Washington ain't no options. Miami might have been an option, but
he had a great career. Is he? Do you think he's a Hall of Famer? You think he's a Hall of Famer?
Yeah, man. Stat-wise, he's definitely a Hall of Famer. But let's check in with ESPN right now and get their take on Russell Westbrook's retirement, and then we'll be back to discuss if he should be a Hall of Famer or not.
Russell Westbrook, Dave, you got a chance to cover him recently when he was with the Lakers not too long ago. What are your thoughts on Russell Westbrook's career?
I just think back to like a Paul Bunyan-esque statistic that 1961, 1962, Oscar Robertson averaged a triple-double. And growing up as an NBA fan and even covering the league for the first 15 years or so, you'd think no one could ever do that. And then 2017, Russell Westbrook does it. And that's an incredible accomplishment that he has, the all-time leader in triple-doubles, an MVP, and a guy who had some major moments in this league.
I'll say this. I covered him at UCLA, and he was this lightly recruited guy, from L.A., He's this story. We know him as the MVP. We know his accomplishments, but this man made himself into that. Nothing was given to him. And Dave, you know him well. That he put so much effort into every single second he was on the court. I don't know if I've ever seen a guy play harder.
Yeah, agreed.
Play harder, and in this era, when we talk about load management, we talk about guys playing or not playing. Russ did not load manage.
Not at all.
Was out there giving every single bit of himself to this game.
DDS, what is the thing you'll remember the most about Russ?
Yeah, what they were saying is effort, intensity, a dude who the definition of getting it out the mud is Russell Westbrook. And I think that when you talk about the last few years, I think he kind of got underrated based on what these last years. Like, this dude was maybe the most exciting in the league in his prime. That triple-double is absolutely, I think, has been sort of devalued over these last few years. But for him to do that was monumental. And let's not forget when he got that MVP. Kevin Durant had left OKC. They were a team that everybody had discounted, and he went there in a revenge tour and got an MVP with that team. Like, Russell Westbrook is as real as it gets in this league. Think about the 2020 game where he shouted out Nipsey Hussle. That is Russell Westbrook in a nutshell. One of the realest dudes the league has ever seen.
Yeah.
That's one thing for sure. He was definitely a great interview, and he was a real one for sure.
Yeah, he was. He really was an exciting player. Exciting players, a lot of dunks, everything like that. So he's going to be missed.
I still think he could have gone one more year.
I think so. I would have liked to see him go one more year and get the retirement. As you go into cities, come to LA, give you a rocking chair and places like that. I thought he would have gone through that. So this unceremonial retirement, it don't sit well with me. I wanted to see him go down in style and be honored for the play that he's contributed in the last whatever many years he was in the league, 15 plus years.
Yeah, he did have a good run, Purdy. You can't say that. But sometimes players want to go out on their own terms. He wasn't prepared to go out playing on that veterans minimum elsewhere.
Yeah.
Which even like below market value for him.
Yeah, not switching up, but like how Clayton Kershaw went out on a World Series championship. I wanted to see him pitch one more year, but he went out. He wanted to go out as a winner. I can't blame him.
Correct. And maybe Westbrook couldn't have drawn with that team to make that final run. So there it is. Hang it up.
Yep.
So, we got to keep an eye out. Now, let's switch to the Lakers being sold. Got to talk about that. I got some text coming in on that. As a matter of fact, let's check in with Ramona Shelburne and ESPN first on the selling of the Los Angeles Lakers, and then you and I will be back as Lakers fans to comment on it.
Okay.
Yeah, so this came together incredibly fast. So Josh Kushner and Bob Iger were involved in the expansion process in Las Vegas. They had a bid group together, and it was the bidding in Las Vegas was getting extremely high. At some point, they looked around and said, why are we bidding on an expansion team? Before we do this, let's call and see if the Lakers are available. They live in Los Angeles. Obviously, Bob Iger used to run our company here and is an avid NBA fan. He used to sit courtside at Clipper games all the time. So they called Mark Walter. I am told this was on Sunday that they called Mark Walter and said, hey, before we go forward with the Las Vegas deal, are the Lakers available? Could we make you an offer for the Lakers? And Mark Walter wasn't interested in selling, but the number they discussed, $12.5 billion, Shay, was something that he had to think about. And he had, I think, 1 or 2 days to think about it before this started moving forward, before they had to move forward with the expansion process. But, Mark Walter purchased the Lakers just last year. That went through in 2025. It was approved by the Board of Governors at $10 billion. So from October of last year to right now, he just made $2.5 billion on the Los Angeles Lakers. I don't think he was looking to sell, but when somebody makes you an offer you can't refuse, I think it was a business opportunity you couldn't say no to. And it's obviously a mind-boggling morning here in Los Angeles. I know where I was when I got a tip late last night that this was happening. And the person who called me said, are you sitting down? And I'm sitting down now, but I'm still kind of shaking my head at how this came together so quickly.
It did come together rather quickly, Burley.
Boy, it blew me out the water, but I heard that, no, they talking foolishness. I said, nah, nothing happening. And then I, did some research, pull up ESPN, Yahoo Sports, the Score, Bleacher Report, and all was reporting the Lakers was over $12.5 billion. I'm like, what's going on? But there's a story that came out saying that maybe if this was done before, LeBron would have stayed with the Lakers because the level of communication with these two guys are a lot better than it was with Mark Walters. But I find it kind of strange because the Dodgers don't complain about him all. He's considered the greatest owner, one of the best owners in baseball. The way they treat their players families, and all that stuff. So,
none of them wanted LeBron, and they worked around LeBron.
Probably so, but I'm surprised that they sold the team. I don't know what to expect. I knew what I was looking forward to with the new owners from the Dodgers because I figured they would spend the same way to want to win the same way. I don't know these guys bring it to the table. Stephen A. Smith seems to think very highly of the Iger, how I pronounce his name. He's the former chairman of Walt Disney, the owner of ABC Sports, ABC TV, ESPN. And Stephen A. Smith claims that we couldn't have done any better for our owner. So let's wait and see.
To me, I think it's much deeper than what it is. Because if you know the whole backstory of Mark and this, basically they try and get him for fraud right now. He's under investigation by the Department of Justice. We all know who runs the Department of Justice. We know who the players was for who the buyers was. So to me, I feel like it was more than just he wanted to sell the team because I don't think he wanted to sell the team. I think this was just something to try, almost like an extortion type thing. So certain people could get their hands inside the NBA because certain people
sell the team and this investigation goes away.
Say again, Bertie?
Sell the team and this investigation goes away.
I want you to watch this investigation disappear once the team gets set.
Yeah, I can watch it.
Okay? Because if you know the players in this, and he ain't just Bob Iger, okay? You know what other players and this and his ties.
Well, that's Trump's son-in-law brother.
Right. And they've been, don't forget, it's the same group who was trying to get a portion of FIFA a couple of weeks ago, and because of the backlash and all the CONCACAF and all them saying this getting pulled out of FIFA right, you ready for them all them that went in the toilet. And right now they had to go find something else to get their hand into. So this to me is more than just to say that if you start to pull back and see who the money makers are inside this. Because in a couple of years, like the Saudis can half of these NBA, not an NBA, these sports franchises in the US, the way they spend it. I mean, I just found out they even got their hands in electric gaming and all. So, let's see where it goes.
Yeah, and like I said, the Saudis definitely want to get into Major League Sports.
Yeah, because the live is crap now. Ain't nobody doing. Remember when they started the live the golf tournament to try and compete with the PGA? And Red said no.
They just got a cash infusion because they were hurting bad.
Yeah, because they were losing money. So, I think they trying to get out of it. So now they just say, you know what? Instead of creating our own league, let's just buy some of the teams in the United States. But we do it through our partners. And we already know the Kushner relationship with the Saudis. And how, they have heavy investments in them.
Yeah.
I just smell corruption. That's all I say.
I got you. We'll see what happens. It'll all, listen, one thing, what's going to dark come on the lights, it will all come out real soon.
You got to keep an eye on it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you watch how it is. Because like everybody, if everybody in the world is talking about that, it's something more than just you just selling the team. Just like you say, they have no problem with the Dodgers. I think he also has ownership in Chelsea Premier League, in the football team. So, why all of a sudden you trying to sell one of the most historic sports franchises, not just the NBA, sports franchises?
And these new owners, I think, got shares in the another basketball team, and they have to sell their shares, minority shareholders, and in another team they have to sell out in order for the sale to go through. It isn't approved yet now.
No, and that's what I was telling you. I say, everybody thinks it's approved. I say, I'm watching the district attorney in Los Angeles get involved in that because we already know the love-hate between the White House and
the whole of California.
Exactly. So I tell the people, don't think they're going through yet. Because
the sale has not been approved yet.
No, because
it takes a few.
It's going to take a few. Because even if you look at the whole situation with Paramount and all, that ain't going through as yet either.
Oh, that get put on hold.
That get put on hold. And we see who are part of that. So
let's get back to the phone lines.
They all over the place.
I'm not to cut you off, but we got another caller on the line. Let's get to the phones. Talking Heads.
Hey, I had to call back. Yeah, I had to call back. It's Gabby again. Yeah, I know the Lakers they say the approval isn't going as yet for $12 billion.
No,
it hasn't been approved yet.
It ain't going through it yet.
Yeah, this for Naughty, right? Naughty, I know he's a Cowboy fan, right? How many you think Jerry Jones sell the Cowboys for now? $15 billion.
No. Cowboys worth more than $15 billion right now.
That's what I said. But still the Lakers going to 12 now.
So if the Lakers going to 12, the Cowboys got to go for.
What about the Yankees?
Ooh, that's an evaluation. What's the Yankees worth?
What about the Knicks?
The Cowboys were evaluated at $15.5 billion in value right now.
All right.
I
remember last year, the one fellow on the board, that was for $13 billion. One fellow last year.
I think so. I can't remember.
The Yankees are valued at approximately $8.5 to $10 billion. So they'd have to go in that $10 billion range.
Okay.
Yeah.
But really, remember a fellow on the board that Dolphins for $13 billion last year? I may be wrong.
I can't remember the cost. I got to double check that.
Yeah. Then you have the next. Then you have my Patriots too. I don't know.
Well, I want to let you Dolphin fans know something. Y'all could win $10,000 this year courtesy of the Island Game. They got a great survivor pool. Now, you got to pick a different team every week, but let me give you a little insight. If you want to do well in the survivor pool, you look at all the crappy teams who are in the league, and you pick the team who's playing them that week. That way, because you got to pick a different team every week. So what I would suggest players do, if they want to play in the Island Game survivor pool and win $10,000 in cash, you should pick every week against the Dolphins. Whoever's playing the Dolphins, pick them in your survivor pool. You should go very far.
That's the most pettiest thing they ever did.
I lie. It ain't just gonna be the Dolphins. Let me find one or two other dogs on the track that can't beat nobody. That's why I can pick against every week in the survivor pool.
But
I'm giving you good insight right here. I'm not trying to, make Dolphin fans feel a type of way. I think they already know that their season is a wash.
But if they watch the preseason game Thursday night, I think they'd agree with you.
You find yourself a wide receiver, though, Pearly.
The Dolphins got 23 rookies on that team. We found ourselves a good quarterback. I'm not worried about the score of the game, but I'm looking at the players. We got
But I tell you about Malik Willis. I told you Malik was going to fit that.
He's perfect. Caleb Douglas. Oh, he's going to be something else.
There's only one Caleb in the NFL in this rookie draft class, and his name is Caleb freaking Downs, and he resides in Dallas.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but they already nicknaming this young man 7-11.
Because he's always open.
He's always open. But we've had a couple of good players. We had Caden Proctor, the guard, he looked really good yesterday. He looked really, really good. I think we've solidified our guard position with him. I like what Chris Johnson has been doing. He should have had a couple of interceptions, but that's all right. He's a rookie. He looks pretty good. Jacob Rodriguez, another tackle. He looked really good too. These are all rookies. Caleb Douglas as well looked really good. And there's a kid named what's his name? Will Camarak. Will Camarak. I think that's the right way to pronounce it. He looked good, and then Trey Moore looked good yesterday. So these are all rookies that look really good. If Miami wins 5 games, I will have a party. I don't expect anything from Miami this year. I'm going to say that all the way through. But I'm going to watch individual players. I'm going to watch Malik Willis. I'm going to watch Caleb Douglas. I'm going to watch Rodriguez. I'm going to watch Camarak. I'm going to watch these kids and see how well they do. We got a young team. We will probably have at least 15 rookies on that team this year.
All right, let's wrap up the NBA because when we hit the break, we'll be going into the NFL. But one thing as we wrap the NBA, what is the future of Steph Curry in Golden State?
Too old and not enough backup.
I think Steph.
He's confident Steph Curry will finish his career in Golden State. But at what level?
No, I'm not. Steph still got it. He just doing him and Draymond Green. That's not enough to carry the team.
Boy, I wonder who told them that a long time ago.
I saw some guy they call Mega, I think. You know what?
Draymond just messed. Listen to me. Draymond messed up so much chances for the team to be better. I think maybe because he was the trade value that was going for whatever play they're trying to get. But he talked. Yeah. He just talked the team out of it every time.
Yeah.
Mind you, they was able to get one more championship out of that crew without Clay, but that was it.
They're going to be competitive. They're going to play a great game, and they're a team you don't want to meet in the first round of the playoffs. I know that much. Because Steph could give you 3 to 4 great games and then hurt your heart.
Yeah, but he could also dig into that bag and put something out to juke you and hurt your heart too.
They've been trying to put packages together a long time for superstars. Remember, they was trying to go after Giannis too, and they still couldn't pull it off.
Yeah, they were trying to get LeBron too.
Exactly, and that was the dog LeBron won't play Steph Curry. That ain't gonna happen. Even though
LeBron look at that. He's chasing a ring. He look at that. I can't win a ring. Yeah, I don't have a chance. There's a bunch of old fellas. I'm here. Can you hear me?
All right, Mr. Producer, let's get to the break.
Really, I can hear you.
Okay.
The Island Game, KFC Nassau, Green Parrot, and Harborside Marine.
Dive in hot with the new KFC Dunk Buffalo Ranch. A crispy ranch chicken sandwich with buffalo sauce on the side. For just $8.95, get messy with it and dunk it how you want it. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Everybody dunk! Everybody ranch! We're gonna give you a check every week for a year. Percy's Pension Plan, Island Game, keep you winning. Percy's Pension Plan, dream big, we will help you live it. Percy's Pension Plan, Island Game, we got you. Percy's Pension Plan, from the friends you can trust. If winning is a must, go play the game you know, cause your best chance is with us. The most trustworthy name is Percy's Island Game. So put 20 on your account and ride this easy train at Percy's Island Game.
Running low on summer funds? Squeeze every drop of fun out of your summer with Fidelity Personal Loan. From backyard upgrades to family getaways, Fidelity is here to help. Call 356-7764 today.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
Always on the go? Missed the show? You can now listen to Guardian Radio talk shows anytime, anywhere on Spotify and YouTube by searching Guardian Radio 96.9 FM or by entering the name of your favorite show. You can also listen by logging on to GuardianTalkRadio.com and clicking on the podcast tab. Guardian Radio, continuing to provide you with fresh news and smart talk anywhere, anytime, all day.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
We're back at you on the Sunday, August 16th edition of the Press Box. Naughty, Pearly, and Megan, your company, right up until 1 p.m. Talking NFL right now. And we definitely got to mention this, all right? And big quarterback controversy in Minnesota.
I don't see the controversy is. Kyler Murray is going to be the starting quarterback there. I don't see it.
But he's been named the starter. So we'll go from there.
I think the issue with a quarterback is Miami made the right choice. They made the right choice. After I saw what Tua did for Atlanta, I know Miami made the right choice of getting rid of Tua.
I was just gonna say, because them series he's playing, that ball didn't go no further than maybe 10 yards.
Didn't look good at all. Did not look good.
I know one thing. Kyle Pitts can have a Pro Bowl here.
Atlanta was horrible on the whole, though.
Okay? No, but I'm just saying, if you in fantasy, make sure you draft Kyle Pitts.
Yes, he's going to get a lot of receptions, a lot of dump-offs, a lot of receptions.
A lot.
If you get Kyle Pitts on your team if you could. I had him last year, but if I could get him this year, I'll get him.
Yeah, let's check in with Dan Orlovsky and ESPN on the quarterback situation in Minnesota and why head coach Kevin O'Connell, he doesn't blame him for making the switch.
Yep. Well, that's on them. I know one thing. I'm glad he ain't in Miami no more.
Jokes.
So whenever you're ready to run that clip, Mr. Producer, you go ahead. All right. One second. Mr. Producer going on vacation tomorrow.
I was trying to do my best Jeopardy interpretation, but I couldn't get that. I just can't carry a tune.
So once he pulls that up.
While we wait on him, but if you fantasy lovers, if you can get Kyle Pitt, get him. He will give you some numbers this year.
Yes.
If Tua is the starting quarterback,
Definitely Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
Going to catch you a lot of balls.
Naughty, I hope you looked at my keepers that I got on one league that we're in. I'm very excited about my four keepers.
It's sad to say that the league voted and you can only have 3.
Well, I'm still excited with the 3. Jamar Chase, the running back from Bijan Robinson, Puka Nacua. All right, I'm happy with them.
I get 3 receiver you to death. CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, and Jackson Smith and Jigba.
You are so Dallas loyal.
You get two receivers on the same damn way.
Wait,
Yeah.
when I drafted that team, when we drafted the team, if you're going to leave George Pickens in the 4th round for me to take, I'm going to take George Pickens in the 4th round.
Okay.
That's a double-edged sword, though. I just say it.
Just hope Doc don't get hurt.
And if you got Doc at quarterback, then you got the double stack. You throw a touchdown or a pass to any of them, you're getting double points all the way through the game.
Don't tell me you're going to draft Doc too then.
See you draft night. Who knows?
Well, if he come up before I pick, I got him.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Your Dolphin,
I will pick him just to upset you, Naughty. I will pick Doc.
Let's check in with Orlovsky right now and see what he got to say.
How is this an indictment on Kevin O'Connell more than J.J. McCarthy? Kevin O'Connell doesn't have end power in Minnesota, to our knowledge. He doesn't get to determine, okay, let Sam out the door. We don't want Sam. Or let Daniel Jones out the door. We don't want them. They tried to keep Sam Darnold. Did not. It wasn't all Kevin O'Connell's decision. They offered him cash. They tried to keep Daniel Jones, offered him a lot of cash, I believe, more than Indianapolis offered him. Daniel Jones chose to left. Not all those decisions are just on Kevin O'Connell. This falls on J.J. McCarthy, and this story's not over, but J.J. McCarthy, 2 reasons. One, he wasn't healthy, and part of that is out of his control, and part of that is in his control in some ways. And then 2, the play just wasn't good enough. Correct. The play when it comes to QBR with Kevin O'Connell, Sam Darnold was at 57.3, Kirk Cousins at 56, J.J. McCarthy at 35. Just not good enough. When it comes to guys getting open, J.J. McCarthy in completion percentage, when a guy would get 1 yard open, he was last in the NFL. When a guy would get 3 yards open, he was last in the NFL. When a guy would get 5 yards open, he was last in the NFL. And so the play for JJ, because of maybe a lack of experience or just not being good enough, it just wasn't up to par. We've seen Kevin O'Connell with good players make them produce at a very high level. And so there's very little for me that is falling upon Kevin O'Connell in this situation. And it's not because of the 2 guys that are no longer in that building, because those weren't his final say.
I think O'Connell wanted a new quarterback. I think he's got a chance to rejuvenate Kyler Murray's career.
I think this is a good move for Kyler Murray. He's got a wide receiver there that is open all the time as well. So I think this is a good move for Kyler Murray, and I like what's going to happen. I think he's going to be the man. I think he'll do well.
Yeah, man, Kyler Murray with Justin Jefferson, man. How could you go wrong? The boy from Michigan is. Man, he just couldn't throw the ball. Now I understand why in Michigan they used to run the ball a lot with him. Because, I mean, how you could have a all-pro, all-world receiver like that, and you still can't get him the ball? I mean, you could just throw the ball, just throw the ball in his vicinity. 9 times out of 10, he coming down with it, and you still couldn't get the ball there. And I watched where Justin Jefferson was like, bro, I open, like, throw the ball, boy. So with Kyler Murray there, Kyler Murray got arms, especially when playing baseball, that boy can throw the ball. The only thing about Kyler is he's short, but you find throwing lanes in your lineman, but you could learn. If not, watch Drew Brees tapes. And I think he'll have a good season. Now. And Kevin O'Connell know how to coach. I mean, look at Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is a prime example if he know how to coach quarterbacks. There's your answer right there.
Yep.
Let's pivot from offense to defense because the Aaron Donald story continues. Rams head coach Sean McVay said he won't put an invisible deadline on Aaron Donald to come out of retirement, but added he hopes the former defensive tackle makes up his mind. Let's check in with ESPN to see where exactly we're at with the latest in the Aaron Donald saga. If he comes back to the Rams, so they're definitely the number 1 contender.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I already saw the Rams as the favorite for the Super Bowl just going into the season. You tell me Aaron Donald will return? Now, I'm putting all my chips in, and I'm saying, okay, I expect Sean McVay to lead this team to a Super Bowl. At every point, if you're an offense, how do we attack them? How do we keep them from stopping us? Because everywhere you look, there's a playmaker. And Aaron Donald, despite coming out of retirement, coming back, if he were to do that, he hasn't played in a while. But you know that, as Tom was saying, it's for those special moments. It's for those situations where you need that guy. Listen, when I think of Aaron Donald, I still picture that Super Bowl defining play against Joe Burrow. Like, he's the reason that Joe Burrow is still looking for a chance to get back to the Super Bowl. This play sealed the deal. And so that is the image when I think of Aaron Donald. You tell me that man does not need a ton of time to make that same play. And that's what's scary about the proposition of him joining this team.
I said it once, I said it twice, and I keep saying it. We only gain off, Aaron Donald to mess on what he's already done. The guy been on the football now for 2 years. I don't see him, being that impactful because, number one, he hasn't been in training camp. Football speed and regular speed is two different things.
But I think he's not coming there to be the main man. He's coming there for that special moment.
Yeah, but
remember when Vaughn Miller stayed out of the league until almost at the end of the season and coming to be an impact a couple of times?
Yeah.
That's what I see happening with him. Giving you a few stops, not even down every series. Coming there and the passing down and stuff like that. I don't see him playing every down.
Well, let him come. So we'll find out in week one if he does come.
Well, here's
Naughty, forgive me, Naughty. I was a little slow. Why Mega have this attitude? I forget this your division. My apologies, sir. My apologies.
Listen, wait a minute. You look at Aaron Donald's record against the 49ers. All right? And they come back to me. Says, everybody's so scared of the big boogeyman Aaron Donald.
Well, let's check in with ESPN's Chris Canty and his take on the Rams. And he's totally opposite. He says he does not see why the Rams should be the favorites, regardless. So let's check in with Chris Canty right now on ESPN.
Interesting.
So, are you buying, CC, that the Rams are the overwhelming favorite to win the Super Bowl?
Hell no. Last 30 years in the NFL, the preseason favorite hasn't, you're only talking about 4 of them winning the actual championship. And those 4 teams, their quarterbacks, Tom Brady, done it twice, Peyton Manning, Hall of Famer, and Patrick Mahomes, future Hall of Famer. I can't assign that level of success to them just based on what we've seen from the trends, because we know when you have that preseason favorite moniker, everybody is circling you on their schedule. You got a target on your back. It's a very different thing being the hunted versus the hunter. Other thing I'll say is this. They will have a 39-year-old quarterback by the time Super Bowl 61 kicks off. Mm-hmm. Only 2 quarterbacks have Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. Not sure I'm putting Matthew Stafford in that bucket. There's that. Also consider the fact that you've got some serious off-the-field issues with your wide receiver in Puka Nacua and your left tackle in Alaric Jackson. We heard from Adam Schefter earlier this week on the Pat McAfee Show. He said that the league is this for both of those guys, and the latter could potentially be a repeat offender when it comes to violating the personal conduct policy. You got a top-heavy roster, 10 guys taking up over 60% of your salary cap. So anytime you start talking about the distribution with your cap being that way, injuries disproportionately affect you. And then, of course, there is the team chemistry of it all. You're asking guys that are coming from different places to play significant roles on your team, specifically your defense. How is that going to meld on the fly? Those are all considerations, and that's why I say there's a lot of variables when it comes to where this Rams season can go, and I don't think that they should be the overwhelming favorites like the Vegas odds suggest they should.
I agree. I mean, even if they add Aaron Donald, they should be a favorite, but I don't think overwhelming. I still think there's some other teams that can play with that Rams team.
But you still got to go on the field and play. You still got to play football. But I like Pat McAfee. I'm going to say Pat. McVay is a very good coach, and if anybody could pull them all together, it's him.
Listen, who were the odds favorites last year? The Rams. The Rams were the odds favorites last year.
I thought Seattle. No, Seattle was.
No, not starting the season. The odds favorites coming into the end of 2025 season was the Los Angeles Rams.
It wasn't the Kansas City Chiefs, because the Kansas City Chiefs are always the odds favorite.
It wasn't the 49ers, eh?
No, it was. I tell you, it was. I'm looking at the odds right now, man. They were the odds favorites to win it all last year. My thing is, I can't tell people, you still got to play this game, right? Aaron Donald, he could come and they get Myles Garrett. Guess what? You still got to play that game. Because guess what? You could have a good defense. Matt Stafford have a back problem. Matt Stafford have a knee problem. All it takes is one blindside sack. You get injured. That's a whole different game. You still got to play these games out. You see what I'm saying?
Offense, pack stadiums, defense, win championships.
Exactly. Puka Nakua, we don't know how long he can be suspended for because they don't talk and they can suspend him.
They got
Now,
some off-field issues too.
what did he do? What did he do? He beat his girlfriend, eh?
You can't be biting people.
You didn't see the pictures of the bite marks he had from that girl?
I did not see him, no.
Wait, that brother turned to a vampire, not a vampire, a zombie. But them bite marks he had inside that woman.
Yeah, well.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
We on radio. I was gonna say something. We on radio. I'll say it to you and I see you.
And then this whole anti-Semitic rally went on. There's a bunch of things too they've been looking at for the past couple years with him. You know, he been out of pocket for a while. And eventually they'll catch up with him. You know. And then Devontae Adams is, he getting older too. He in his 30s too. So you got to hope he stay healthy. So
yeah, but they're all in for this year. They're all in for this year. They're not all in for next year.
And that division, we can't forget, that's a 3-team division. Clear with the 3 teams who in the division outside Arizona made the playoffs last year with 12 wins or more. So they I don't know why you can say it's a clear-cut favorite for the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? They got a hard time just getting out the division. That ain't even the NFC.
And you're very right, because nobody expected New England to be in the Super Bowl last year, so anything possible.
A lot of things, a lot of intangibles got to play out first to determine who the champ going to be this year. Paper is one thing, the field is the other. Real quick, before we get out of here, we got to get in our Pro Picks, all brought to you, of course, by the Island Game. And don't forget, you could win $10,000 in cash with the Island Game Survivor Pool all football season long. All right, 3 big games in the WNBA on top. Fever and the Dream. Atlanta minus 1.5-point favorites in this one. They're playing at home. I'm going to take them to win by 1.5 at home today.
Well, you know who I go in with, right? I'm riding with Angel and my team. Yep. I'll take them in the points.
Who you got, Mega?
Atlanta and who?
The Fever, Indiana.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like Caitlin Clark, so I can go with the Fever.
You got the Sky and the Storm. I got to go with the Sky in this one. They're just a better team, even though the Storm is horrible at home. Chicago got to cover a 1-point bucket on the road. I'll take the Sky -1 on the road.
I take the Sky. The Sky got 13 wins. Fever got Storm got 7. I like the Sky.
Yeah.
I'll take them on the money line though.
Yeah, same.
Two evenly matched teams here: the Fire and the Mercury. Fire 14-20, Mercury 13-22. Give me the Fire plus the 4.5 on the road.
I ride with you on that one, Naughty.
Yeah, same thing, yeah.
There you go. Well, that's reached our point, man. Before we get out of here, let me get this text in. Mega, before you leave, could you please let us know exactly what are the 49ers' chances are looking at so far this season? And another one. Hey, Naughty, who is number 6 for the Dallas Cowboys? Let me get this one in real quick, Mega. Number 6 is undrafted free agent Camden Brown from Georgia Southern. He played 3 years at Auburn, transferred in the portal last year to Georgia Southern. Came out big last night, 3 receptions, 62 yards, 2 touchdowns. He has clearly played his way into the number 4 spot, number 5, possibly number 4 spot in the wide receiver room in Dallas, and he's undrafted free agent. I will be honest with you, Pearly and Mega, he looks like a poor man's version of Devontae Adams. He made some good plays last night, so look for that name, Camden Brown, to stay with the Cowboys. Can't put him through waivers, can't try to get him on the practice squad. Somebody else will gobble him up. I think he played his way into a position on that roster last night. Now, as far as the 49ers go, Mega, it's all you.
Yeah, but like this. LZ, I see us getting to the conference finals because what Kyle did with that team last year with all those injuries and getting us to the wild card, I'm making the division around. So, healthy, NFC Championship. Not healthy, same thing we said last year.
Ooh, that's a bold prediction.
That's what I'm saying, because if you could do that, what you did with that team, being all banged up with almost 7 starters on each side injured, and still make it to a divisional round. Imagine
All right.
All right, guys. Good stuff. We got to get to the break. Mr. Producer, giving me the signal. Mr. Producer, on behalf of all of us, on behalf of MJ, Pearly, Mega, Statboy, the whole fam, Talking Heads, and Press Box, have a safe, awesome vacation. You deserve it. You're the best in the business. Get your R&R. Love yourself, and we'll see you in a week, all right?
All right, yeah, Chris. Enjoy your vacation. Bring coffee.
So we're going to leave you with Rich Eison's top 10 NFL Power Rankings for this week as we exit. So we'll take a quick break. Flip side of the break, Rich Eisen will take us home. For Pearly, for Mega, this has been Naughty. And we'll see you next week right here on Press Box.
Ciao.
Headed to South Florida soon? Holiday Inn Express in Plantation welcomes you to the heartbeat of Florida fun. Whether it's business or pleasure, the Holiday Inn Express is close to sensational shopping, captivating dining, and nightlife. Elevate your Florida experience. Sleep well and rest easy at Holiday Inn Express. Complimentary breakfast buffet featuring seasonal favorites. Keep up your fitness routine in our 24-hour on-site fitness center with cardio equipment and free weights, or take a refreshing swim in our outdoor pool. Your special Bahamas tourist rate awaits. Holiday Inn Express, 1701 North University Drive, in Plantation. Book your getaway now. Call directly at 954-472-5600 or the sales department for reservations and additional information.
We're gonna give you a check every week for a year. Percy's pension plan, Island game, keep you winning. Percy's pension plan, dream big, we will help you live it. Percy's pension plan, Island game, we got you. Percy's pension plan, from the friends you can trust. If winning is a must, don't play the game you know, cause your best chance is with us. The most trustworthy name is Percy's Island game. So put 20 on your account and ride this easy train at Percy's Island game.
As the summer days wind down, a new school year begins. Grab your checklist and head on over to Kelly's House and Home for their 20% off back to school sale, except on net items now through September 2nd. They have everything you need like Toto, JanSport, and character backpacks, lunch boxes, composition books, pens, pencils, calculators, and more. Spend $50 or more on school supplies and you could win one of 2 gift baskets, bicycles, a laptop computer, or a Crayola-filled stocking. Catch Kelly's House and Home's back to school sale now through Tuesday, September 2nd.
Summer's here, and KFC's got summer buckets just for you. Every bucket starts with 8 legs and thigh pieces of your favorite chicken, plus 4 golden biscuits. Grab the value bucket for just $20 or go big with our mega bucket, packed with everything you need for summer fun on the beach, boat, or on the road. Need more? Add 4 Pepsis, Fountain Fries, or the new mango dessert biscuit for only $5. KFC's summer buckets have big flavor, big value, and finger-licking good chili Nassau.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
We make you.
Yes, you do.
You want to do it.
Well, you egg me on.
I mean, he's got a point.
I always listen. You egg me on, and I acquiesce.
Well, we know it's good for you. Yeah.
Do you really?
I mean,
well, I did the way too early power. I did power rankings. Did I do it after the Super Bowl? Also, didn't I do it? Here's whatever.
Yeah. Well, that was the end of the season, but this was.
This is May. Yeah. Way too early NFL power rankings.
May.
Yeah. So now with the preseason beginning on Thursday night, and NFL Network does have Titans in San Francisco as the second game on our double dip.
Ratings are going to crush.
That it's now time for my way too early power, right? And I'm like, do I really do this? Because I'm going to do it again in a month for real.
I know, but
what's
that's
the
for real.
Going to be?
Yeah. What do you mean? We got 3
Am I not showing my hand a little bit here?
No, we got a whole month of preseason games. Guys could get hurt. Guys could hold out. And more importantly than that, we got 3 hours. Max Crosby's going to be on the Cowboys in like a month.
Okay.
Baby. Oh. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Rashawn Gary, how do you and Max get along? Are you guys cool?
Made your point. Here we go, everybody. My way too early NFL power rankings brought to you by SoFi.
Let's go.
Power rankings.
Power rankings.
My way too early NFL power rankings brought to you by SoFi. Number 10. He says nobody's talking about him. I'm going to put him on the list. Yeah. Take these photographs of Caleb Williams, coach, and put it next to the Jacksonville Jaguars at number 10 on my list.
Jaguars.
Yeah, man. I believe in them.
Not on the list in May.
They weren't on my list, but I'm like, you know what? I hear you, Liam Cohen.
They're lying.
I zag when everyone else zigs. You know what I mean?
You're a zigzagger.
I'm going ahead and making my thoughts known.
Why not?
It's my right.
Okay.
I believe in you, Trevor.
I
kind of do too.
What's up, Trevor?
What's up,
Trevor?
What's up, Trevor? Yeah. By the way, that's our new drop. Anytime I mention the Jaguars.
What's up, Trevor?
So what if it's Bill O'Brien pissed off in a BC press conference?
Nobody needs to know
Some reporter named Trevor.
Too bad.
We're not down. The sun is up.
That's right. And the Jacksonville Jaguars are getting attention.
Duval.
That's right, man.
Duval.
I believe in Bashul Tootin as your
Yeah, you do.
first running back. Parker Washington can't lose.
Can't lose.
Duval.
That's right. They don't want you to play that.
Yeah, they don't like that anymore.
Number 9 on the list.
That's on you.
And just because, you got to take the good with the bad. That's what they say is the facts of life, right?
Facts of life.
See what I'm saying? Here's a picture of Caleb Williams right there at 9.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, down from 6.
I'm concerned about Luther Burden.
They're not. He was walking around.
Okay, good enough. I don't know what. I saw Colston Loveland at a certain garden party.
You love Colston Loveland.
Dude, I'm telling you.
That's your man.
I am telling you. And I'll just leave it at that. Well, the Bears are 9.
Okay.
Number 8 on the list. I left them off in the way too early. I don't know what I was thinking. Houston Texans are 8.
Okay.
You know the Houston Texans are going to finish in the Final 4 of the AFC again. They do it every year. 3 years in a row. Why wouldn't they do it again this year?
I don't know.
Why would they not? I think David Montgomery there with Woody Marks is a hell of a 1-2 punch. Tank Dell's back healthy. Those kids that they drafted last year taking step forwards in year 2 with Nico Collins. Let's see C.J. Stroud step it up. That's all.
And that defense.
Dude.
Oh.
I want to read it out. I'm going here, man. I should have had it ready if I was going to do this, but I just decided to do it.
David Montgomery.
Take a look at the Houston Texans depth chart. These are your starters. Will Anderson Jr. Daniil Hunter. Aziz Al-Shaair. Derek Stingley Jr. Kamari Lassiter. Jalen Petrie. They added Reed Blankenship. And I didn't name all of them because some of their names are being quite frankly difficult to pronounce.
I cannot pronounce that dude's name.
To'o. What sort of?
I just said
What do
it.
you mean?
Tommy Togiai.
Marte Mapu.
Okay.
Jadeveon Clowney's
Number
back.
7. I know
Clowney's
Jadeveon's back too. Number 7 on the list. I'm putting the Eagles here. I'm not quitting them. I'm not quitting them.
Up from 8.
I think they're going to be better. I think Jalen Hurts, you're hearing he's faster. I think the offensive line is going to do it. I think defensively, Jalen Carter is paid. As long as he just stops spitting at people.
They posted a video of Hurts throwing a pick today. I was like, what? Why would you do that?
I don't know, because Philadelphia.
It's going to hype up the defense.
I like the Eagles, man. I think they're going to be better. And it's every other year, as you know.
Every other year.
Number 6 are your Patriots.
Ooh, up from 7.
Yeah.
Nice.
A.J. Brown being added.
He's cooking, man.
Will. Did you see Sauce Gardner responded to that one play? He's like, there's only one. He goes, why do you think they only have one play that you're seeing?
Yeah, Sauce.
Shut him down the rest of the way.
That's a good point.
Did he?
That's what he said.
Yeah, well,
I believe in Sauce.
I could say a lot of things.
Patriots are 6. Yeah, you see all this from a one-on-one rep, an 8-yard sit route at that. It's a reason that's the only one y'all saw, says Sauce.
It's not. I saw like 2 touchdowns.
And he put the lock emoji down.
Yes, he did, because he Sauce Gardner locking people down, man.
You still love Sauce?
I will never quit him. I will never. Don't forget. I spoke his drafting into existence.
That is the truth.
And you got him traded. What?
I didn't do that. All right. Number 5 on the list are the LA Chargers.
Ooh, down from 2.
You know what? I just
He had to rethink
I've just decided. I got all hyped up back in May.
Okay.
I got hyped up.
Okay.
But they're still that good, man.
Okay.
I do need to see a couple things from them before I start saying they're the second best team in the NFL.
Okay.
But I got hyped up.
You were feeling it.
I was feeling it.
It's understandable.
And they signed Njoku since then, too. They added Njoku. Or I don't know. Njoku might have already been there. I can't figure it out. All I'm saying is he got engaged to Madison Beer, which means Coop Xander now has two teams that is his favorite in the AFC
Snuggling
West.
on the-
When the Chiefs face the Chargers, Cooper's going to have a field day. Oh, is it Taylor Swift versus Madison Beer? Who are you going to root for?
God, I love Cooper. That's my.
There's going to be a fist fight in
Hey, man.
Eisenhouse that day.
Hey, listen. I think Taylor Swift wins the day with Xander anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, if he had a power rank,
Yeah, come on.
Taylor's
Let's
one.
not get crazy now.
Please, let's not get crazy. He wants a Taylor Swift cake for his birthday.
Cake?
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Apparently.
like a what?
I don't know what's on it. All I know is that it's
Like a
it's-
life size?
I don't know what it means.
Just know that we're
I
going
don't know such thing.
We're going to end up with
all I
whatever's
know is
left
like
of the cake
the
here.
answer came back. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's way too expensive.
I mean, I've watched This Is Cake. You can make anything cake.
And by the way, his birthday it was like a week ago.
Oh, a week
It's like
ago?
it's a birthday palooza
For a birthday month, man.
All
Yeah, it's birthday
All right.
month. Exactly.
What's up,
That's
Sam?
how we do it. That's how I do it. 18.
Number 4 is your Dallas Cowboys.
Oh,
Four?
Oh.
They're not better than the Patriots. Like, what do we do? Like,
Oh
come
boy.
on.
I like his roster more than I like yours. Oh yeah, I said it.
Yeah, okay.
They're set up. TJ, they are in the
One team went to the Super Bowl.
11-year
Literally
history of
last
this
year.
show.
Team hasn't seen it in a long time.
This is our 12th football season that we're covering.
Okay.
This is the best the Cowboys have come into the season, roster-wise,
Oh.
and everything else settled. I believe.
In the history of our show, the Patriots have more Super Bowl wins than Cowboys have playoff wins.
Why are you bringing up old stuff? It's the truth.
Listen, it's not about you. Just because you're ranked two
Yeah,
spots
guys.
below.
Let him shower me and Rashawn Gary with us.
Disrespect. Dude, it's real. It's real. It's not like some Jerry
hope you're
Jones
right.
BS either. This is real.
Jerry Jones.
I certainly hope you're right. I've been watching a lot of training camp videos.
Feed them, squirrels. All of it. I mean, this is for real, though. It's
delicious.
Wait, what do you mean?
You said just yesterday he won the Micah Parsons trade. You just said it.
You said
I said it. I've been
I know you've been saying it. I know. So why do you not believe it?
Let's play that game you played yesterday. Better receivers.
It's also
running
way
back,
too
quarterback,
early.
Line.
Way too
It's-
early.
You want me to do it, and
I
then
know.
you have a problem with the way I'm doing it.
I know.
That's your man. Right
That's
there.
my-
See how he does you?
Number 3 is the Denver Broncos.